So in this video, I'm going to be discussing just safety. Recently, I went to one of my properties, discovered that we had someone that broke in and that they were squatting and then staying in the house. I'm going to get to that in this video and let you know exactly how that happened. But I'm going to break down some safety things and what happens when you're flipping or getting a house ready for renovations. Or well, getting it ready to renovate for a rental and what could occur. Occur. Now, to my surprise, I didn't know this was even going to happen. All I knew is one of my contractors caught COVID, so they weren't able to go to the property for about just 2 weeks. They've been in quarantine. So the project manager I had in place just didn't go check it as often as I would like. And upon me going to check on my other properties, I just so happened to stop by and discovered that someone's actually been living and had and broke into the spot, and they've been staying there. I pull up to my house, found a spotter. This is the reason why you have to have a gun and have a concealed weapons permit. So you might want to hit up Rob if you want to flip houses or be in anything in real estate at EJR Gun Club. But found a spotter in my house. They broke in this way. I'll give you guys a story later on. So now I'm out behind. I gotta do some things, but this is why you gotta come to your stuff strapped all the time. All right. So to me, I was in utter shock, but it happens. This is not my first rodeo with this. This is actually my second time this happening to me. But I want to talk about this right now. Safety when you're investing, or if you're a real estate agent, or just anything in real estate. I highly recommend you have some type of safety protocol. Whether that protocol is texting someone or calling someone before you go out, sharing your calendar with those who are work with you, or if you have a girlfriend or spouse or any type of setting, or even sharing your location, I think is a must. Now, you're gonna watch this video that's on YouTube now. You're gonna watch this and see how I kind of handle this. For me, my best way of safety for me is I always let people know where I'm going, that. And I also live in Florida where you're allowed, to have a concealed weapon. So I also have a concealed weapons license where I carry a gun with me around for that reason, because you never know what you're going to encounter. I might have encountered a junkie in my house walking in there, and this junkie may try to attack me. I don't know. You don't know these things, so you got to prepare for it. So safety is very, very important. You got to make sure you're always aware of your surroundings. You never just enter into a house straight in and not look to your left or to your right or see what's going on, see if you hear footsteps. You want to be mindful if you're flipping. Even if you're just a realtor, you're showing properties, a vacant house at that, you might want to be cautious of that too. So you're going to be seeing some clips of what I encountered. It's crazy to me. It's really, really crazy. This guy literally broke into the house because it was boarded up a little bit. He broke into the back. You'll see it. He broke into the back. He got into the space. He put his blanket, all this stuff in there. He was eating in there. You could tell that, this person either smoked, because you see like blunt residue on the floor, little weed crumbles. Oh, man, it's really crazy. And I'm glad they didn't steal too much stuff, but they did steal some of the contractors' tools, a little bit that they noticed ahead of time. Apparently this person was coming in without them really knowing before. So when they had a 2-week break, when he was on COVID quarantine, he got in there and he was able to sit there. So I want to just talk about this. Be mindful of that if you're flipping a property, so you understand. My encounter is when I got in there, he was not there, but I did have my weapon with me. And when I went there, I had my weapon drawn just in case anything happened. I didn't want to be blindsided or attacked and not be prepared. So I got in there, I walked the property, I examined it. I had to re-secure it again to make sure nothing happens, add extra reinforcements. I called the contractor. and I called my project manager, notified them to what's going on so they understand it. And, to me, my contractor kind of let me down. He didn't really show up during those 2 weeks period. Not a contractor, but my project manager. That just goes to tell you when you're flipping properties, you got to always check your property. He didn't do what he was supposed to do, and I just so happened to check on it. So I would just tell you to check on your properties, be safe. Let me get back to my train of thought. Um, I would just tell you to be very vigilant in what you're doing. This is not to scare you. I'm just telling you what happened to me and what occurred. I just, I'm fortunate that nothing, crazy occurred. But I did secure my property, and now I'm going to go check it regularly. At least I would say 3 times a week now to make sure nobody's there. And since I'm hiring new people to kind of get the ball rolling, start fixing this property. But it was a heck of a day. This thing threw me off. I was a little frustrated. I was upset. It threw my day off. I was so backtracked, and I just was off. And I had to get back to myself because I was frustrated. Somebody broke in. I didn't know what could have even happened. So, and the fact that they've been there for a while was like, what the heck? So for me, now new clean slate, starting over. Gotta get new people in there, and I'm gonna start getting this project and be a little bit more hands-on. My experience with this was kind of keep your eye on the ball, even if you hire people, and just keep it rolling. Part of this video, you're gonna see me actually hammering, trying to secure the property. I left my toolbox at one of my other projects, so I had to go to Lowe's, drive to Lowe's, get some nails, buy a new hammer, and then put this thing up. You're gonna see how I kind of suck a little bit at that. I have not been doing some of this work a lot lately. I've hired contractors a lot and subcontractors to kind of do these projects. And for me, it was like trying to get secure. I struggled a little bit. You're gonna see that. And it was frustrating. Like I mentioned, I went in there. I was shocked, but I knew that I had to make sure that I secured the property before I left, just so the person couldn't get back in. So by doing that, it took me a little bit of time. It took me about an hour to go get some materials, come back.